Got to get it, Papa. Well, here I am riding along the road, and that's a little different, isn't it? From the last few Luke Dats that you saw, if you saw any at all. But if you see in this one, you'll notice out the window of the Luke Dat mobile, you can see that I'm actually moving this time. And here's some geographical hints as to what's going on. First of all, it's in the morning, okay? And you can see the sun's on this side over there, and so that would be the east. And I'm going that way, which would be south. Okay, so now we get somewhere. So I'm on the road in Louisiana, South Louisiana, going south. And if you know anything about geography, I'm really testing y'all. This is an educational Luke Dat. So, you know, I apologize for any headaches you might get after learning all this. But, yeah, if you know geography, Louisiana is on the coast. It's a coastal state, especially South Louisiana. Everything's on the coast. And it's the coast of the Gulf of Mexico, and you know, that's south of here. So, okay, so let's add this up. I'm in South Louisiana. I'm driving south toward the coast, which is to the south. So eventually, I'm going to run out of road and land. And we did this before. I went along the coast to the west of here, southwest Louisiana. This is not quite so west. It's more central-ish, I guess you could say. Somebody will correct me on that, I'm sure. But that's okay, because we all learn something from my mistakes, which are plenty. But yeah, so I'm gonna be running out of road eventually, and I'm gonna try to hit the brakes if they still work. I'm gonna try to hit the brakes before I hit the water, and we'll have an underwater episode of Luke Dat. I'm not really prepared for that, so let's just hang on and see what happens, because I'm going to a very special part of Louisiana, and it's always been a special part of South Louisiana, but now it's even more specialer because of some recent news announcements and stuff that happened in the last couple of days. Yeah, see, Looked At is also up to the times when whenever I can do it, and I just happened to, you know, we can do this today. So if anybody hasn't heard yet, I'll break the news to you right here on Looked At. It's a Looked At exclusive. Almost. Not really, but anyway, for Looked At, it's an exclusive. So what happened is, apparently, this part of South Louisiana is going to be inundated with space people, and there's going to be astronauts and rockets and spaceships, and, you know, Chewbacca and Mr. Spark will come down and come see us and everything. It'll be regular visitors passing through here. Yeah, it's the future. The future is now, as they say, because straight south of here, almost, I mean, kind of more or less straight line to the south, Space X, that they have that guy Elon is his name. He runs SpaceX, and he's shoots them rockets all over the place. They always shooting a rocket somewhere, and they doing pretty good apparently. And so he's got a hold of some property out here, right before you get to the Gulf of Mexico, and he's gonna put up a space pad there, and they're gonna be shooting rockets all over the place and landing rockets, and there's space, like I said, Mr. Spark and all them are gonna show up and be doing space stuff all over the place around here, and that's gonna be something to see. So in particular, this area that he's gonna be putting his place at is right next to Pecan Island. Well, some people say pecan, some people say pecan. I say pecan. Actually, I think most people around here say Pecan Island. It's definitely not Pecan Island. I'm sorry to those people who say pecan, but you don't come over here and say, oh look, it's Pecan Island with all the space people. No sir, no ma'am, it is not Pecan Island. It's Pecan Island. And so what I'm gonna hear, this episode of Looked At is going to be exciting and like an exploration kind of thing, because we're just going to go down and look at the what Pecan Island looks at like today, and then one day in the future, once all the space people are here and stuff, then we might try to go back if they let us in and see what has become of Pecan Island. So we'll see. Right now, if you don't know anything about Pecan Island, just kind of quick, it's like mostly, it's not really a city. To some people it's kind of a city, but it's mostly, it's just an area named Pecan Island. Now, I guess, I don't know if they have a post office. They might have had a post office there one time. Oh man, we hit some bumps going over a bridge. We hitting some bumps and bouncing everybody around. But anyway, yeah, it's called Pecan Island, and up to this point, it's mostly been an area for sportsmen. You know, football players and hockey players and golfers. No, wait, no, not those kind of sports. I got confused. It's sportsmen like hunting and fishing and hunting, and people do a lot of that down there. And there's a wildlife refuge, and there's, you know, areas marked off for wildlife preserve and kind of stuff and all that, so the animals have a lot of place to run around and everything. And a lot of people have camps down there. If you know what a camp is, because I know some people get confused by some of this fancy language, but they have camps down there. And usually a camp is like a little house, and there's some people that definitely live down there, and I guess they're called Pecan Islanders. But and I wouldn't call them that in person. Hopefully they don't get mad at me. But they're from Pecan Island. So anyway, there's people who live down there, but most of those camps, it's like people that just go down for a few days here and there on the weekends to get away from all the hubbub of city life and all that, and enjoy some fishing. They'll bring their boats. They'll go down, like when it's duck season, stuff like that, they'll go down there and hunt. And when it's good for catching shrimps, you catch those shrimps and crabs and stuff, and you can go down there and catch all of that, and then you bring it home and cook it like fresh. You get it, you actually pull stuff out of the water in the ocean, and you bring it home and you cook it and you eat that, and it's usually pretty good if you know what you're doing. But right now, that's pretty much what Pecan Island is. It's a key part of the sportsman's paradise, which is like kind of a nickname for Louisiana, the sportsman's paradise. I don't know if they still put it on the license plates or not. I have to check. But anyway, so that's where we're headed. We're going south. It's gonna take a little while. Like from Interstate 10, it's about an hour south, something like that. to give you some yeah, look on the Google Maps or something and see where Interstate 10 is, and then go south from there and find Pecan Island. That's I'm probably gonna say it every way I can imagine, but yeah, find Pecan Island. It's about an hour's drive, more or less, depending on traffic. If there's tractors and sugarcane trucks, or you know, armadillos in the road and stuff, you know, it slows down traffic a little bit, but not too bad. So hang on, we're gonna be down there before you can say Pecan Island. Oh, look out. This is all the excitement on the way. We still have a ways to go. I just thought I'd show y'all what the road looks like going south from Kaplan. Well, here's one of the big bridges we got to go across to get down here. This used to not be here, this bridge. But you see off to the side there, that's why. And I think that's I'm about to check my map, but I think that's the Intercoastal Waterway that we just passed over. And that's sort of a safe passage for shipping and kind of shortcuts to different ports and things. And got a lot of different reasons, if you can excuse all the stuff on the windshield. But yeah, Intercoastal Waterway, you can go all the way across the Gulf there, and not touch the Gulf too much. You stay on the Intercoastal, and that's how you do that. We're getting a little closer, and the road's getting a little bumpier. If you can tell from the camera bobbing all over the place. Yeah, we're getting closer and closer to the Pecan Island General Metroplex. And when you look down this road to, I think, to the south and to the east over there, behind the giant finger, that's kind of where the SpaceX place is going to be. Somewhere down in there, I think. Okay, now the pecan meter is getting hot because we're kind of curved toward the west a little bit, and we're getting toward the area known as Pecan Island on that side. And we'll just look at some of the scenery right around here. In general, if I remember right, most of the camps and stuff are on the north side of the highway. And look, we got to curve around a little more, so we're going more westerly, in a westerly style fashion. And this is it right now. This is Pecan Island in general. Like I said, the general metroplex area of Pecan Island. You can see this side, it's just trees and stuff right there. But I got a little route I'm going to go on, and we'll see what else is around here. But now, yeah, some of these are houses people live in. Some are camps. People have cattle down here, different things like that. Oh, here we got some big curves. I don't know what this is. Look, Dad! They captured a tree. Look, they caught a tree. Look, Dad! I don't know what that was about. No, I've never seen that kind of thing before. So somebody captured a tree, and they have it all caged up in the front yard. So there you go. Well, here I am in part of Pecan Island. I'm not sure exactly where the boundaries are, but it's along the highway. The highway is right over there. I'm actually pointing east. That's why the sun's all blinding me. But oh, I stopped at the Pecan Island Food Mart, and I think I said it right. I think it's a food mart, and for some delicious refreshments. And they have all kind of good stuff in there. Especially they have stuff like this. Look that! You ever seen a Dr. Pepper like that before? Look that! Yes, it's real glass. And it has a twisty tie top. Some people open them with their teeth, but I don't do that too much anymore. Okay, here we go. You got to get a grip on it. Oh, and see, and you can save the bottle cap for your collection, and so you got that going on. But this ought to hit the spot. Nice and icy cold right out of their cooler over there. They also had, in glass bottles, they had Pepsis and Cokes, I think. And but that's not all they had, because they have snackies and food and stuff that you can get in there to fill your gullet. And so that's why I got this. Look that! Guess what's in there? I'm in South Louisiana. Guess what's in there? And this is look that. No, you're wrong. It's boudin. Oh, and I'm gonna unwrap it a little bit. And what I'll do, I'll make a little package for it, so I can eat that me. And you, when they wrap it up in foil like that, you kind of peel half of it, then you fold it up or fold it down, depending on which direction you're going. And you got your boudin sticking out, and there you go. And oh man, it smells good. I made a mess. Kind of. That hits the spot. That's boudin, in case you don't understand what I'm talking about. Whenever Mr. Spark and Kling and Klang and all them come down from space, they'll be stopping by here, I'm sure, to get some boudin and a drink, soft drink in a glass bottle, or maybe a beer in a bottle. Who knows? I don't know if Mr. Spark likes to drink beer. I'd be willing to bet he likes a nice cold Dr. Pepper though. That's some good boudin. It's spicy enough, it's not too spicy. A good mix of the rice and meat and everything. That's good. I'm gonna get more. Next time I'm in Pecan Island, I'm looking for space people, I'm gonna come by here. And they were very nice in the store. And they got all kind of stuff. They got fishing stuff and things like that, for fishing and crabbing and all. You can load up your ice chest. You get bags of ice. But they even have the containers where you can get a block of ice. In case you want to do that, you do it the old-fashioned way. You get a block of ice and just, set it on the seat there and put your can on top or something. But it's all you need is right in here. I think it's right here. Down the road a little ways is the Rockefeller Refuge, and that's where everybody goes to do their crabbing and shrimping and stuff like that. Along the road, there's a few places you can pull off. But there's a canal or like right next to the road. Sometimes you can't see it good because of the trees and stuff, but they have these little places cut out and you can go fishing off the side, things like that. We'll see how things change around here, because right now it's quiet. There's only a couple of cars here. I don't think anybody's getting gas. Somebody else stopped to, they have a boat and they just stopped to get some supplies and stuff before they get on the water and things like that. So we're gonna continue riding around a little bit and checking things out, and I'm gonna finish this boudin. Well, and here's where Pecan Island starts to get a little interesting, because on this side, between the trees and stuff, you can see some open water. So you know we're getting toward the end of the land over there. But this side is still all the houses and camps and stuff along here. Oh, we're gonna be able to see some water up here. Watch. Oh, wait. Oh, there's some grass in the way. Now you can see a little bit of water out there. You see some of the old storm-blown trees, old skeleton trees. They're all haunted looking and everything. They're all twisted and gnarly. Yeah. And look, there's some cattle back there enjoying some shade. Yeah, this is get a little more into Pecan Island proper. I probably shouldn't say it that way. I don't know if they call it proper, but yeah, the metroplex of Pecan Island. Now we're going back toward the east, and ooh, there's a big dome house back there. I don't know if y'all could see that. I'm zooming along here at a brisk 35 miles an hour. And so you might not have seen that too good. But there's lots of camps. And the water's right behind them. So these camps, you walk out the back door and you fall in the water. Splash-o! And so it's lots of fun. But yeah, we are driving eastwardly. And this is like a very small road, not one lane, but it's like 1.5 maybe, and not a big deal. They have some nice big old oak trees still around here. Some of the skeleton trees are all storm whipped and everything. See them all sticking up back there, all creepy looking. Moss hanging off the trees. Yeah, look, all that. Oh, I had a big bump. Oh, there's a building that fell down. Something burned back here. This ground looks burnt. That's another bump. If I see anything super exciting wreckage or anything, look, here's another building that fell down. That was just a shed, I think. I don't know, it might have been a camp. That's looking out toward the Gulf. Out there. You can see past the reflections of the looked at adventure bag that I got from Icy, using Icy Bear points. There's some more skeleton trees up here on the right. Oh, they're all creepy. Some people would like to pull those out and put them in their yard for Halloween, because since it's still August, a lot of people are getting ready for Halloween. So now you know, but you can't just pull that out. You gotta find out who it belongs to, and you can axe them and see if they'll let you pull out the dead trees out of their ground. But right on the other side of the road here, you can see all that. The little docks going out. All that good stuff. All them old beat up trees hanging over the water. I see some crab traps there. Look, all that. The scenic world of Pecan Island. Where we're headed, that general direction is where Space X is going to be, and there's going to be all kind of stuff you can see from this point. You should be able to see stuff sticking up in the distance when all that's built, because they got all them tall things. They put them rockets on that, and they shoot them rockets up there. And this is the end of the little loop. But I don't know if this is the road that's gonna go to it eventually or what. I don't really know too many details about that kind of stuff. They don't tell me that. So, but that's going north again. And so back in this general direction, these people are gonna have a front row seat for all this crazy stuff happening. If it's down this road, everything's gonna be passing right by their house. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And the future of space exploration in Louisiana is gonna be right out here. And you know what? I was so excited about it, I didn't even put on my adventure hat. So this really is a Looked At exclusive. Wait, let me see if I can do that real quick. And here I am, back again. And now I'm officially clad in my adventure hat. I forgot. I was so excited about seeing Mr. Spark and everybody that I forgot all about it. And but now I got it on. So now, yes, this is an official Looked At episode. And we'll just leave it at that since it's almost over. I'm actually headed out. There's nothing much else to see too much. Because like I said, I'm not even exactly sure where all this stuff is supposed to take place. Because they put some little maps and stuff out, but I don't know who made these maps, and everyone looked different. So it's kind of like, yeah, well, we know where it's gonna be. And they make a little map, and it's all, you know, it's all wrong. And so yeah. But anyway, this was quite an adventure. I haven't been to Pecan Island in a long time. But yeah, I did enjoy my visit to Pecan Island, and got to see the sights and have some delicious boudin and a good Dr. Pepper out of a glass bottle, and you know, looking at the future of space exploration for the whole country. It's gonna be something to see. And if you want to keep up with stuff probably not as exciting as this, you can watch for more Looked At. And we'll see you next time.